You're right there, YouTube. It is Crackoon again, bringing you another gameplay commentary, man. We're here again, bring you some more kill confirmed Modern Warfare 3, obviously. Using the Type 95, Sleight of Hand Pro, Quick Draw Pro, Marksman Pro, 2 attachments, a red dot sight and a silencer, a bouncing Betty and some concussions, right? There's one thing I just want to quickly mention, right? I've been noticing something, and tell me whether or not you don't agree with it, but does it seem to me now, well no, it's seeming to me now anyway, that there's something up with the special grenades and just being the concussions and the flashbangs, and I don't know what it is. When you don't use quick draw, you don't like throw your equipment or lethal grenades, tactical grenades, you don't throw anything as quick as you normally would do without using that perk. And I don't know, there's something just generally about the flashes and stuns in Modern Warfare 3 that's all a little bit funny to me, and I don't know what it is, but it seems like you get stunned for forever whenever you get like hit with a stun grenade, and then when you get flashed, you're like, it's just like, it's kind of like a normal flash, but it just seems a whole lot more powerful. But there's something about when you're throwing them as well, man. Seriously, when you're not using quick draw, I swear to God, you throw them at like exactly the same kind of speed and shit like that. As you saw there, I threw that concussion grenade so quickly, like proper fast, you couldn't even tell really. But if I wasn't using quick draw, I'd be throwing it proper slow. So I don't know what it is. I know like the pro perk does give you like faster animations. I don't know what it's called or something like that, but it's the same for calling in kill streaks, all that kind of shit. But I don't know, it's interesting really. Tell me if you see the same, put it in the comments below, because it's weird really, and I don't know whether or not they're going to patch it down the line or some shit like that, but they do seem more powerful in this game than they did like in any other kind of game, if you understand what I'm saying like that. And I don't know why, that's why. It's kind of interesting to me, and it's not really, it's only kind of really popped up recently, and I don't know, I might go do some tests like in a private match or something like that, but when it comes down to it like that, I shouldn't really need to. It's just all seems a bit funny, the whole kind of stuns and flashes kind of situation, and I don't know, it's weird, man, it's weird, it's weird. But anyway, moving on, right, with the gameplay, everything like that. This is obviously Hardhat, getting the map diversity out there. I've never done a Hardhat gameplay. That's just the way it is. But usually on Hardhat, you'd see me running something a little bit differently. I don't know. It comes down to it. I'd probably be rushing in most situations, but with this team, I knew what kind of playstyle they had and everything like that, as well as my teammates. And I don't know. You can see like I've got to kind of try and hold it down because my teammates just get absolutely massacred. And I saw that triple there. I was like, proper trying to fiend for it. Nothing was happening with it. So I just pip out there. Managed to get my strafe run and that. The strafe run's an interesting perk. Goddamn kill streak. Here, I like the all I know. I was like, oh no way. Ah well, what are you gonna do, eh? What are you gonna do? But essentially, obviously, as well, I'm using the Type 95, and that kind of proves what this map is kind of symbolised for, man. And I don't know, it's just all the sightlines and that. It's so easy to dominate somebody with the SMG because they're so underpowered and shit like that. So I don't know, you got to take it for what it is when it comes down to it like that. But it's just like so easy to get away with using like a Type 95 or a really accurate assault rifle. I'm thinking either the ACR, the SCAR, the Type 95, the M16. I'm going to bring you an M16 gameplay soon because everybody's ranting and raving about the M16 being absolutely shit. It's alright in my opinion. I'm not too fussed about it. I just prefer the Type 95. It's like the same way as it was within Modern Warfare 2. Preferred the FAMAS over the M16, even though the M16 was beast. But I don't know, man. You got to take it for what it is. It's a pretty long gameplay and everything like that. But as I was saying, I kind of knew my teammates and shit like that and how these people were going to play. And that's the difficult thing with Hardhat. If you get a mixed team on the other side, they're just going to like move around essentially as a squad. And then because Hardhat's so small, they're just going to constantly keep on spawning on top of each other. So when you're rushing into him, yeah, you're literally rushing into like 3 man more than you actually see. You see what I'm saying like this? They're all just kind of running out together, and they've just picked up one there, the ghost guy. Well, not the ghost guy, the sniper guy went off that way. But You can see I'm looking on the radar, and one was on my map there up to the left, and then all of a sudden two popped on there like he got respawned on. So rushing isn't really what you want to do. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it, but I'm just saying there are them times where you know the enemy team's kind of going to be dying a lot. And don't get me wrong, this team's supposedly pretty good. I mean, they're all pretty high ranks and shit. Well, I think a few of them are and everything like that. But here I get the reload. Lucky hip fire spray, I'm not going to lie, man, seriously. I've got a problem with reloading me. I just seem to reload a lot more of the time than I usually have to and shit like that. But I'm going to bring you a lot more rushing gameplay soon and shit like that. I mean, I know I am kind of a rusher at heart and everything like that, but when I bring you these kind of gameplays, you understand it's like purposely for that kind of perspective, so you can learn this playstyle. Because in some cases, man, I find maybe rushing is the harder technique to be able to perform constantly, but then kind of defensive is kind of training your brain to do the opposite, if you understand what I'm saying, like that, and kind of learn the spawns and learn where people are going to be and learn how to pick up kills easier with an assault rifle and shit like that. And that's where I think mainly, well, that's the reason, innit? Like, a lot of big people are the way they are and the way they are big today, because they want to go out there and they want to earn the high kill streaks, and everybody wants to earn the high kill streaks because they wouldn't have like that kind of challenge of there being high kill streaks if they didn't want to do it, if you know what I'm saying, like that. So it's all interesting when it comes down to the fact like that, when I might get some certain people that say about, oh yeah, you don't rush or whatever like that in Modern Warfare 3, or you kind of just constantly play defensive. But I don't play defensive, I just play defensive and I manage to get good games. But it's usually out of rarity of situations, because literally for the whole game I'm carrying this team, and the only way I can do that, look, you see if the scores are close right now, right? Very, very close. We're winning 48-40. It was like literally just going down a second there. So literally I'm carrying the whole team. You understand what I'm saying like that? You've got to deploy this kind of play style in this situation to be able to maintain a win. You know what I'm saying like that? And because you'll see at the end, I'll prove it to you at the end. I get, no, well, it'll be in the title anyway. I get 6 deaths, right? 6 deaths. So when it comes down to it like that, it's just like, if I wouldn't have got, no, if I would have died more than 6 times, them 6 deaths, it's 46-53 now. Add 6 to 46. I don't know, I'm shit at maths. Whatever, right? It would be like exactly the same score limit, or it would be a tie if I would have taken more deaths. You know what I'm saying like that? Like, if I would have got 12 deaths in total. You understand? It's like kind of crazy shit when it comes down to it like that. And I don't know, that's where you got, that's where it even comes into it in an even more complexity scale on COD and shit like that, other than like other FPS games and certain stuff like that, because you've got to know different playstyles and shit. I.e., what I'm thinking right now is COD on the Wii, you don't really have to think of different playstyles, because people are all just for the go and having fun and just getting out there and killing people. Kind of the same within PS3 sense, but instead of that, it's kind of people just want to play the game and they're just playing it online to just, you know, have fun and shit like that. But it's a whole different kind of scale up from the Wii. But I don't know, you got to take it for what it is when it comes down to it like that. Or if you even think to Battlefield and that, you kind of, there is no kind of different playstyle in Battlefield. You've constantly got to be moving to get your kills, or you've constantly got to kind of be kind of like sticking back to get your kills. You know what I'm saying like that? It's just a traverse between the two. How quick you do it between the two is kind of where people may dispute that, like, oh yeah, it's rushing if you do it quicker, or it's slower if you don't do it quicker. That's just the way I kind of see it within Battlefield, because of the whole, it's a different scale Battlefield. You can't really compare it to COD in my opinion, because the two different games and they offer two different kind of experiences with different kinds of aspects within the whole game and shit like that. So I don't know, you got to take it for what it is when it comes down to it like that. We're just trying to close up the win. I'm pretty sure oh, I just had to take a drink now. Right at the end and everything. I went 36-6, got 10 assists, some crazy ass shit. Whatever, that's the end of gameplay / commentary, and peace.